let's talk about thread that you can use for your fabric beading. If you don't know which one to use, this is broken beads, short broken beads. Depending on wherever you are staying in Ibadan, I think they cut this they call this thing cut. So this is broken beads. Generally it's mostly done here in Illinois as broken beads short. We have the long one. This is the long broken beads. We have sand beads. It comes in different sizes. This is size 3. Can you see? This is bigger. And this is size 2. We have size 1. So my purpose today, the main reason I'm making this video, because most of my students, they ask me that which type of thread should they use for their dress. Firstly, it depends on the nature of the type of dress that you are beading. If you want to put bead, let's assume on a jean fabric that is thick, and you are beading with this, you can use thread. You can use fishing line. So, and depending on the points, if you are using a tiny bead or something like this, I would advise you to use thread or fishing line, either of the two. But based on me, left to me, I'm going to use this, because you see this cut, just as the name implies, it will cut the thread. If you are not careful enough, it will cut it. To look as if you use scissors to cut it when you are working. So you have to be very, very careful. And while working with even thread or anyone along the way, even if you've not even reached the end of where you are going, always make a small knot. You make a knot. You maybe be like this long. You make small knots before you continue, because it beads. It can lose even the fabric itself. It will remove the bead, most especially this ashoke. Woman your without even cutting. So once that happens, if you make all those knots that I'm telling you, it will limit the extent of damage it's going to cause on your dress. So, and mostly for my job, I use fishing line. I use fishing line because firstly, it makes your work neat, very, very, very neat. You see this thread, let's say you're working on green on a brown dress, you can use a brown thread, but it used to show traces. You always see the traces. That thread will show that you are using a brown thread. But if you use this is actually stronger. The point, this is 0.2. Can you see? This is 0.1. 0.1 is very tiny. They used to call it invisible thread. You see, it's very tiny, mostly used for beading on net. It's very good. If you use it, this invisible thread on net, illusion net, it's going to give your job a very good job, and it's not going to apply pressure on the net that it will be squeezing together. No. So this is invisible thread. This one is 0.2, is a little bit stronger. You can use it depending on the weight of the bead you are using. If you are using a big size of pearl, if you are beading with a big size of pearl, if you use this, some people might actually double it. Most of the time I will double it too, so that it won't be loose. It is going to hold the dress properly. It's going to give it a good grip, and it won't pull the fabric that you are beading on. It won't pull the fabric. So when you want to bead, you have to sit down, calculate the weight of the beads that you are using versus the fabric you are beading on and the type of thread that you are beading. If you want a neat and perfect job, always use fishing line. Some people use thread too. It's fine. It's give if you are able to, if you know your way around this thing, it will give you something perfect. I have a dress that I bead with thread. Let me show you guys. I think I will have to stand up. Wait, let me go and bring the dress. Just wait for me. Oh my goodness. I forgot. Customer don't come carrying clothes. So there are some parts on that dress. I think I have the video. I will if I'm able to now to edit it, because I don't know much about editing. I'll just place it on top to show you. There's some parts that I use thread and there's some parts that I use fishing line. While I was, because the dress has a sequence dress. So dressing with sequence, while I was beading on sequence, I use this because the sequence is not as if I'm putting a sand bead on the sequence, that it will cover up that thread, the point of my thread. So I know there's no way the thread is going to show, which will not make your work neat. I use fishing line. So those are the things you will consider before picking the type of thread to work with. And if you are used to using thread, I want to tell you that it's going to be difficult for you to adjust to this, because you find this very difficult. But try, practice make perfection. When you get used to it, you will like this fishing line. It comes in different sizes too, and especially this, there is black, there is brown, that will match your net, the illusion net that you want to bead on. So to make a recap, the weight of the bead, the type of fabric you are beading on. Because of fabric, if you just put punch needles like needle like this, it look as if you carry hammer and nail to punch the dress. So you have to be careful, and how fragile the clothes is, and how neat you want your work to be. If you want a neat and professional work, my dear, you use this. So thank you.